What up, everybody? My name's Agato, and allow me to rant to you about the newest YouTube video, which is called #Her Voice is My Voice. Now, the first thing that you may notice when you click on that video is that there are far more dislikes than likes. And the reason for that is because a lot of people don't agree with the video, obviously. But if you also read the comments, you will see that YouTube has been censoring a lot of the comments that go against the idea. And guess what? Those comments are always top because the majority agree with those comments over the video that YouTube is trying to force onto us. Now, why are people exactly against this video? Are they against equality of sexes? Of course not. That's not the issue that they're against. The thing is, they're against the idea that women in the US and Europe, they have less benefits than a man when it's actually considered the complete opposite. Now, allow me to offer some reasons for why they have more benefits than a man. First off, let's just talk about the gender wage gap. It's a whole entire flawed ideology. It has been debunked years ago. In fact, the Equal Pay Act of 1963 basically debunked it way before millennials were even born. So basically, what the gender wage gap was saying was that a man was getting paid more for doing the same job as a woman, and that is not true whatsoever. The only thing I really need to say to debunk that whole entire ideology is, if a man gets paid more than a woman, why isn't every employee a woman? That's just going to be a smart business move for the owner. So why is it that men are still working? Another thing that I want to say about the whole entire benefits that women have over men is the idea of affirmative action. Women have a better chance of getting into college. Women have a better chance of getting a job simply because they're a minority. And why is that a bad idea? Because it literally makes it so that the most qualified person does not always get the job. So it screws over the most qualified person, and it screws over the business that wants to hire them. So fuck that. Another idea that basically was making it so that it seems that women have it worse than men is the idea of the standard of beauty. But guess what? The standard of beauty is literally in the eye of the beholder. So someone may look attractive to one person, and they may look ugly to the other. If someone was to walk to you and say, hey, you look ugly without makeup, put it on, and you put on makeup, and then someone goes and says, hey, you look ugly with makeup, put it off, take it off. Okay, that literally contradicts itself, because now there's two different kinds of standards of beauty. One person likes makeup, one person does not. I have many people who come up to me and they say, hey, Tony, your beard looks like pubes, shave it. And I'm like, fuck you, man. My beard is comfortable. It's warm. It's my friend. So I don't give a damn what you gotta say about it. And then there was also a part in the video that was discussing Muslim women basically being oppressed in a sense over here, like they were implying it. And I'm like, what do Muslim women over here know about oppression? Are you gonna be stoned to death for walking out without a hijab? Are you gonna be stoned to death for walking out without a man? Are you gonna be stoned to death for talking up to a man? No, that is not what's going to happen here. What's going to happen here is that you have the freedom of speech, you have the freedom of religion, you have the freedom to do anything as long as it doesn't harm anyone else. I beg women who think that there's inequality in the US to actually go to the Middle East and tell me that we still have inequality here, because we really do not. So here's the thing. Is there really inequality towards women? Because from what I know, men are more suicidal. Men make up the majority of homelessness. If a woman was to get knocked up, men have no say in what to do with the baby whatsoever. In fact, if men wanted to opt out of parenthood, they can't. So what do they usually do? They book it. They run away. And that screws over the mother, screws over the child. And who's to blame for that? The father, apparently. I'm sorry, but getting pregnant is a two-person job. It requires the female and the men. And in most cases, it's always consensual. It's consensual. So thank you again for watching my video. If you learned something from it, I thank you. And if you didn't learn something from it, that means that you probably already knew it before, so good on you. Good on you, buddy. Bye-bye.